Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm planning on trying to redo my Doomsday Ship. As you can see, it looks something like this. But I feel like I could do much better than this. So what will my Doomsday Ship have? Well, for one thing, a better bridge and better defenses. But I think I have a similar idea that I had in mind. Well, there's going to be a big creation, but not really sure how it's going to go. So I'm pretty much making the body. Should I? If I use the truss pieces, then that would decrease weight. I mean, I don't want this to completely break like most other creations probably would. So I am going to add a frame into this. Yeah, that looks kind of nice. I should at least have the frames also in this direction too. At least with this amount of room, I could probably put like some, what do you call it? Either the gimbal jets or the space thrusters. These blocks right here are definitely going to go on. Looks like a big target right now. Alright. Not to worry. I'll just do the same idea that I did with this here. I wonder if anyone ever thought about doing this for big creations. You know, just make a frame before doing anything else. I want to do something different because I feel like chrome, I don't know, metallic. I guess I could use metallic. I mean, I don't really have anything against it. Alright, let's make the next section. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to use the complexity mod at this rate, but that's to be expected. I'm starting to see something interesting. So based on my creativity, this is pretty much what I envisioned. Is this gonna work? No, it ain't. Alright, so I'm gonna have to think of something else. I'm sure people will be interested in seeing some futuristic thing about this. I'm kind of digging this. So let's see. So one thing I do know that's going to be important, if you have been watching my channel, you're probably going to say, of course, the gyro stabilizers. That's right. I also need turning too. Easy fix. Just use the gyro itself. But I'm not going to program it just yet though. Once I get this off the ground, I can. I know it's not really necessary, but I'm probably going to use like the large stabilizer for once. Alright, so I gotta expand this part here then. And should I do that or no, it's not gonna work. So I'm probably gonna end up using the 3 ones. And of course that doesn't work either. It's fine. I don't think it's necessary to have 2 of them, but we're just gonna roll with it. Wait, I should do the same with this part here. I don't want to have like any structural weaknesses. I mean, this is ironically how they make boats. They try to reinforce every corner just so everything won't fall apart whenever there's like a issue. I just realized another issue that could happen. This part here. I may have to cut it down to size if this is too much. Maybe I'm overthinking this again, like I usually do. I mean, the fact that it's going to be really strong is probably going to be a very good idea, especially since it's going to be able to handle a lot of damage. Okay, I'm starting to like where this is going, but unfortunately, I gotta find some way to connect this. I gotta think about this a little bit more, honestly. I notice I'm like over 434 in complexity, so I might want to find some way to. Well, it's probably gonna be a horrible way of saying it, but you know, to cut costs. So can I reduce it by half, if possible? Okay, that was 8 blocks, but I reduced it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm on a right path of actually saving more complexity. Okay, that seems to be some favorable results. So apparently I'm now down to 397. There's gonna be a lot of aerodynamic issues too. So should I even call this new and improved? So after this, I'm pretty much gonna be working on the front part of the ship. Now I pretty much do the same for pretty much the other side. Alright, so I have like approximately 249 blocks to work with. I mean, even though it was gonna have very poor aerodynamics, I might as well at least try to add some of it on there. Cutting it really close right now. I gotta add the extra wall here. So I at least have a similar design, just like this one here. Oh God. How? I mean, fortunately, I could at least try to save as much blocks as I can, but I don't think I can do that for long. It looks similar to that other ship, but I feel like I could do better around here. Okay, now it's just an arrowhead. I could delete a part of it though. I mean, I don't really need that there. Okay, so it's been over an hour. So I just got like an idea that I could use these wedges to help improve aesthetics on this. Alright, so this might be a bit of an issue. So this is a uneven length. So I think one way for me to do this is by having the 6x2 blocks. Okay, that works. But will a 1x4 work the same way? It might not be too bad because that's pretty much how the wedges are though. I can just do that the same for the bottom. Well, the shape is coming together, but it's still not perfect. Yeah, it looks similar to the first airship vehicle I made, but in different dimensions. I'm gonna think about that. Might not be too bad. Problem is, I might do the same on the bottom. It's fine. It's fine. I can at least do this so I can get rid of those parts there. So I'm getting close to the finishing stages. Of course, the armor seat is going to be my best bet for this situation, because if anyone does try to attack this, it will take heavy damage. Yeah, this definitely looks a lot like that ship that I have. Let me show you. Yeah, it looks similar to this first complexity flagship that I made. I mean, at this rate, since I don't want this to take too long, I might as well just skip ahead to when it's done. Okay, I'm back. It took me a couple of hours to do this, but I'm sure you'll be satisfied. So there's good news and bad news. The bad news is I have to use the complexity mod because I did went above and beyond to make a better Doomsday ship. The good news is this is how it came out. As you can see, I have 4 ships on the side. Just by pressing 2, this happens. You know the best part about this? They don't use gyros. They could just fly like that. I think in some way I just equalize the weight so that they can fly somewhat straight. I mean, it flies very slow when it comes to ascending and descending. But I could technically take over a server like this, having these small ships fly around and shoot. I could rule the skies like this. The controls are simple. Left click to shoot. Of course, it has friendly fire. Press space for moving forward. Rotate with left arrow and right arrow. W for ascend, S for descend. As you can see, it does it very slow. If you need reinforcements, just repair. Oh wow, my game's not liking this. And press 2 for them to re-release. I'm not exactly done showing this off though. There was at least one thing that I forgot to do. 3. I don't know how I just hit the water from doing that. Maybe I'm starting to break the game a bit. Can I hit a chicken with this? Did I get him? Got him. Well, that's one way to kill a chicken. Alright, let's take a test drive, sorry. Alright, zoom out of this. Okay, that's good. How fast am I going anyhow? Okay, that's kind of slow. It's not even going above 100 miles an hour. Rock. I literally don't want to add any more to this because if I do, I'm probably going to end up crashing the game again. So I think I'm satisfied with this build. Maybe the only thing that I really have that I'm not really up for is that it uses almost 1300 complexity. But if you think about it, if you look at this thing closely, I'm not using any gyros for the smaller drones, but I am using quantum rotors to balance it out. So the fact that I didn't use any quantum rotors for those, oh god, FPS issues. I'd say it's a plus on my part. I'm not really sure if I should put this on the Steam Workshop because it's probably gonna have complexity issues with, you know, people's computers. But if you do want it, I'm probably just gonna do it anyway. I'd say that I made a better Doomsday Ship, an upgraded version of that flagship as well. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you like this, and I'll see you later.